Welcome to Academic Gain Tutorials. In this video we will discuss about how to use home equity without going broke. Home equity can be a powerful financial tool, but it can also become dangerous if it is used the wrong way. In simple words, home equity is the difference between your home's current value and the remaining mortgage balance. For example, if your home is worth $400,000 and your loan balance is $250,000, then your home equity is $150,000. Now, many homeowners look at this equity and think it is free money. However, it is not free money. When you borrow against your home equity, you are still taking on debt, and your home is usually used as security for that debt. So, if the payments become too hard to manage, your financial stability can be at risk. There are a few common ways to use home equity. One option is a cash-out refinance, where you replace your current mortgage with a larger mortgage and take the difference as cash. Another option is a HELOC, which means Home Equity Line of Credit. It works like a revolving credit line that you can draw from when needed. A third option is a home equity loan, where you receive a lump sum and repay it with fixed regular payments. However, the most important question is not just how to borrow, but why you are borrowing. Good uses of home equity usually strengthen your financial position. For example, using equity for useful home improvements may increase comfort, safety, and property value. Also, using it to consolidate high-interest debt may reduce your overall interest cost if you stop adding new debt afterward. In addition, some people use home equity as an emergency backup or for careful value-adding investments. But even then, the goal should be to improve long-term financial health, not to create lifestyle inflation. Home equity should help your future, not fund habits that make your money situation weaker. On the other hand, bad uses of home equity can hurt you badly. Using equity for luxury shopping, expensive vacations, risky investments, or depreciating items like cars, boats, gadgets, and status items can drain your ownership in the home. Even worse, using equity to cover chronic overspending does not fix the real problem. It only turns spending pressure into bigger debt. Next, before borrowing, you must understand the true cost. The interest rate matters because a higher rate means more interest over time. The monthly payment matters because it becomes another regular obligation. Closing fees also matter because origination fees, appraisal fees, title costs, and other charges can add up quickly. Also, variable rate risk is important. Some loans or credit lines may start affordable, but if rates rise later, your payment can increase. A longer repayment period can also make the payment look smaller today, but you may pay interest for many more years. So, remember that borrowing against equity is still borrowing. After that, you should borrow only a safe amount. Do not borrow all the equity you have. It is wise to keep a cushion in your home because property values can fall, emergencies can happen, and income can change. Many homeowners try to keep at least 15 to 20% equity buffer so they are not using the house like a credit card. Then, stress test your budget before making a decision. Ask yourself, can I still pay if interest rates rise? Can I still pay if my income drops? Can I still pay if repairs happen? If the answer is no, the loan may be too risky. For example, if your monthly income is $6,000 and your current housing costs are $1,800, adding a new equity loan payment of $600 would bring total commitments to $2,400. That is 40% of monthly income. For many households, that may feel tight, especially after food, transport, insurance, family costs, and emergencies. So, a safe decision process is very important. First, check your equity and know your home value and loan balance. Then, compare different options, including rates, fees, terms, and flexibility. After that, calculate the total cost, not only the monthly payment. Next, choose a safe purpose that supports your financial goals. Finally, borrow less than the maximum so you protect your cash flow and future options. The smart takeaway is simple. Use home equity for productive goals, not emotional spending. Protect your cash flow by keeping payments affordable today and tomorrow. Most importantly, do not turn your house into a credit card. Borrow wisely, stay in control, and remember that the goal is to make your home work for you, not against you. This video is for educational purposes only and is not financial, mortgage, legal, tax, or investment advice. Borrowing rules, rates, fees, and tax effects vary by lender, location, and personal situation. Always compare options carefully and speak with a qualified professional before borrowing against your home. If this short video was helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.